Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hazel and Mia Podcast. Here is your lovely Hazel. How are you today?
Sorry, I'm a bit small today, guys. I'm having to work from my phone.
Hey, that's the topic of our subject today because we have been working on communication and everything, speaking with your partners. One of the major problems we see in society today is that everybody is connected 24/7.
That's so true. So true.
And we're totally forgetting about the human connection.
But do you think it's strange that now you can get electric cars?
Well, I don't,
because that's all digital when you think about it.
You're right, it is, but I don't think it's strange. I think it's growth.
Do you think?
I do, because I think electric cars are different than being connected 24/7 to your computer. First of all, okay, you're only in the electric car for the distance that you're going someplace.
That's such a good point.
And it's also pretty much a necessity in transportation.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that I would trust one anyway.
I don't know if I would trust one either. Not yet, because it's still pretty much new.
Yeah,
all electric cars.
And over here, we haven't got much chargers.
Oh, okay. So it's really new over there, huh?
Yeah. And my biggest worry is, see, this is how my brain works. If my battery goes on the car I'm driving now, for less than £100, it can be fixed.
Okay.
If a battery goes on an electric car, you're looking close to £1,000.
Okay, but how many of you all, your brains work like Hazel's? That's a good question to put out there.
Probably not many.
Well, I mean, electric cars is pretty new, and so a lot of people have those thoughts that you do, I think.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm not 100% sure of this, I do have friends who have electric cars and they swear by them. But recently, one of our friends who has an electric car, he had taken his son to a school event, and the car said that they had 54% of the battery still available. And apparently that was incorrect.
Oh, no.
And the car stopped. So they weren't near a charger or anything like that. And we were actually supposed to be having dinner with them. And so we called them to say, hey, is everything okay? And then we found out, we have a big problem with the electric car. So the wife was on the way to get the dad and the son. And it all worked out. But they had to contact the company that they bought the car from.
Yeah.
And they found out that there was a problem, and it was fixed immediately, but it was a huge inconvenience at that time.
Yeah. It's the same as, now we're going into the mechanical side now, and this is something else that scares me. If they break down, you cannot be towed, like as you get towed behind another car.
Yeah.
They can't do that either. They got to be collected by a truck because otherwise it messes up all the mechanisms.
I don't know about that. I can say that here in Germany, we have something called ADAC, in which if anything happens to your vehicle, you call them, and wherever you are, they come to you.
Yeah.
They fix the problem, and you're on your way. I would assume that because there are so many electric cars on the road, that they have a fix for that as well. But I don't know. I couldn't give you an answer.
It's really scary though, isn't it?
You're making me scared. You're like, yeah, wait another 5 years, Maria, before you decide to buy a car. Electric car.
I would never. I think there's more testing that needs to be done on them.
I mean, that's true. I agree with that 100%, but literally every new product that comes out, they have to have a test period to get feedback to be able to fix these problems so that they grow. And I think that we're in that stage, the testing stage. What problems can anyone have so that we can address it without having it become a problem in the future?
But if you think about it, we never, ever, ever, and this goes back to like the digital side of things, we never, ever, ever thought that we would be able to see each other on a phone.
That's correct. And we never, ever, ever thought we would actually be able to send correspondence through the computer.
Yeah. I think my first computer, I think it was a Commodore 64.
Oh, is that the one you played Pong on?
You could play Pong on and everything. And then you had to listen for a while up. These kids get it easy now. We used to have to listen to for hours until we managed to get a connection.
And we were the test babies.
Yeah.
It's better to be a test baby than a test dummy, right?
Well, yeah. But if you look at that, that's in like, say, 30 years. We've progressed massively over 30 years.
You know what? That's where I'm gonna challenge you. Okay, because I want to challenge you because I want to know, have we progressed or have we taken some steps back? Because literally, I see our progression in communicating with humans has actually devolved instead of evolved.
But do you think that's because we can all say we're part of the problem? Let's be honest.
Yes.
We are all part of the problem.
Yes.
When mobile phones first come out, they were the size of a house brick.
Yes. I would argue they were bigger. Okay.
And they had this big aerial on them. They were heavy. So we've progressed.
In the beginning, you could only use them in your cars, which we thought was a big progress. I think back to the TV show Get Smart, where we thought it was great that he had a telephone in his shoe. And the millennials will know nothing about that.
No. But if you look at the progression, we went from a big phone to the smaller Nokia that you could carry everywhere with you. That was really good for playing Snake on. And then you could text. But I find it really crazy how we used to have to work through the letter to get to the letter we need.
Oh my God, yes. And
You know, if
you
you
didn't
wanted
get
to send a text, it took you 10 minutes.
it. Did take you a 10 minutes to say, I'm on my way. Or, okay, let's be real. It took you 5 minutes to just say, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the same with like the computers we use.
Yeah.
30 years ago, I was 20 at the time, hit or miss a few years. We had to you had to wait for broadband to find a connection, and you were lucky if it did. You had basic internet. You didn't have nothing like we've got now.
No,
Emails were so new, nobody knew what they were.
correct.
But if you think about it, that's digital communication that way. But look how many hospitals are using it. How many doctors are giving,
And
vocal.
that's progress.
Yeah,
That's progress in our world. But what has devolved is our ability to communicate effectively with each other face to face
yeah, yeah. I
without,
agree with that 100%.
okay, and that's where we are struggling very much because our youth today are on their phones while they're
Yeah,
walking and have accidents, don't see trucks, vehicles
yeah.
coming in their path, and are not even aware that they've walked out into the middle of the road. That's a problem.
And I think
Not yet.
it's an even bigger problem because they've got no communication skills, but their English work is going downhill because when they're using their phones, they're using so much slang, they
Yes,
can't learn how to spell the whole word.
correct. And this is one big reason why parents are refusing to buy their children phones until a certain
Yeah,
age.
yeah,
You know what I thought was terrible was, um, they were in school, in your math class, you learned how to add, subtract,
yeah,
and you had to use your mind to do
yeah,
this. And then a couple of years ago, before COVID, they started allowing students to bring calculators in
yeah, yeah,
to do it digitally.
yeah, yeah,
And what you saw happening was, the youth were getting their little summer jobs or their part-time jobs, working in the fast food restaurants and things like that. And if there was a problem with the cash register when they were ringing things up, they could not figure out in their heads how to add something up.
yeah. Well, an ideal example. I went into the shop and I
Mhm.
bought bread, milk, and I bought something for Parker. I think it could have been some fruit. Now it was £4.25.
Okay.
So I handed over £5.25.
Yeah.
She tried to give me the 25 pence back and said, "You've paid me too much."
Yeah.
You know
Uh,
straight away, yeah, you just give the pound back. But she couldn't understand that.
Correct.
And
Yeah, I've
I'm
seen
like,
that happen.
oh,
But okay, so that says, what did we do to the next generation
yeah,
by
yeah,
incorporating so much new technology, new
yeah,
ways of communicating? Here we are in a battle now where there are so many scams being run on
yeah,
people, the amount of fake news that is
yeah,
transmitted
yeah.
every day.
And the
This
thing
is
is,
a problem.
when we done long multiplication in school, it was that. You used a half a piece of paper to get to your answer.
Yes. Yes.
Whereas now, I don't think the kids would realise how easy they've got it compared to how we had to work with maths.
Well, is that what they need to realize, do you think it's easier now? Because I see it as we have removed the ability from them to be able to become critical thinkers.
Yeah. Do you know what I would like to see? And this is something as a grandparent, I would like to see how the school's done it. For a week, take the children back to old times where they had to work everything out, show their workings, long multiplication, and everything else. No phones to see if the children would realize how different things are.
You know, you know who I think that would be more of a problem for than the children, because the children at the young age absorb everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It would be more of a problem for the teachers. The
Yeah.
teachers that are working with elementary school children, middle school children, they would have more of a problem going back to a time where it was not so easy to transmit things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I will tell you that I will go back to as far as the last company that I worked with. The technology that we had emails, we had Slack messages. You could, instant message people. And it was so annoying for me. It was like I was connected 24/7. If somebody sent out a message saying, hey, who wants to join for lunch today? And then you got 30 separate messages back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or 30
but do you know what?
Responses.
This is how logical that company works. They own many little companies, but they can't get the right email address. So even though they've got all that digital specialization, shall we say, something as simple as an email address, they can't change.
And that shows you how they've reduced the ability to critically think things through.
Yeah. Whereas me, my notepad on my board, constant numbers, figures, every day I write them down so that I know where I am.
Very good. I like my calendar. Carlos and I share a calendar where we have all of the appointments that we have scheduled. So I can see and I like to put things on deadlines that I'm setting for myself.
Yeah.
So I just have one place to look. I find that right now people are being bombarded. Social media is just taken over a lot of people's lives. And we want to help address that problem, because you have people who are reaching out and they don't know how to disconnect. They don't know how to turn their phones off and feel whole.
And the thing is, I think I'm the worst when it comes to messaging, as you know. I'll give you one or two words, because it's not like, this is how it works, guys. I work for different platforms. So I work with emails with the different platforms. And then dealing with clients on Facebook who message me and demand a reading. Demand all you want, because I'm my own boss. I work my own time. And then I've got my own emails that I'm dealing with, the personal ones. And that's how it goes. You feel like by the end of the day, you don't want to answer. So more often or not, Mia knows to contact me in the morning, because that's when I'm my bright and bushy. by dinner time, I'm like, will you all just leave me alone?
It can be very hard.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
I agree with you.
you know, the thing is that I don't know how many people have talked about the scams that they get involved in
Yeah. Yeah.
because they are so, uh, what's the word I want to use? They are so attached to everything that comes through on their
Yeah.
phones. They're in Facebook and they're in Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is really huge right now because it's in the news and
Yeah.
everybody wants to keep informed. Well, half of the information that's coming out about these things are not true. And it's just put out there to keep people's interest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
I
this
had a
is going to be
terrible, go ahead.
no, go on. Sorry. Sorry.
Well, I had a terrible situation where a friend, a client, was discussing a relationship she was having with someone in a different country. And the relationship was only digital. There was no phone contact or no video contact, no meetings in person or anything like that. And it had grown to the point where she was selling off all of her stuff
Mm.
because she was going to go and marry this person. And she believed him to be a famous person. And in our conversations, we tried to talk about, okay, what is real and
Yeah.
what are you perceiving to be real?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
what is making you feel like certain things are engaging for you? Is it that you are alone, that
Yeah.
you've had an argument with someone that's close to you, and that person has really hurt you dearly?
And I
So you move into a more fantasy world.
yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what it comes down to. If you're lonely, you're looking for you're checking your phone. Have anybody texted you? Have anybody bothered to email? Then when you all of a sudden your phone becomes alive
Yes.
because you've got constant texts. It's like you swipe off your feet by it.
You are, because you have somebody who's listening to you.
Yeah. And a tip is, and I know I'm going off topic a little bit, but just for our clients, our viewers to know, if you get in that situation, ask them for a photo. Use Google reverse image on that photo because they will tell you if this photo is connected to anything online.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Because,
that is a great tip, and I use that myself.
yeah,
But I can
yeah,
also tell you that there are some people who don't want to know that it's not
yeah,
true.
yeah,
And that's where it was important to keep the engagement, the conversation going with a real
yes,
person,
yeah,
to point out to someone that, hey, we've been friends or we've been talking for a long time, and you've told me these things about yourself, or I've witnessed these things about yourself.
yeah,
So, how do you correlate meeting someone online who hasn't met you,
yeah,
who is only giving you compliments and only asking you for money or
yeah,
some gift card or something like that? it's really trying to engage the person in a
Yeah,
reality conversation.
yeah. And the other big one is as well, because she was vulnerable,
Yes.
you could guarantee she was getting inboxes from pretend readers.
Hmm.
And I'm going to use the word pretend because if they were real, they wouldn't be inboxing people
Correct.
saying, we need to give you a message. I've had a real good one this week, and I'm actually going to screenshot it and forward it to you.
Okay.
Do you need a love spell? Do you need a money spell? And I was like, you're going against all the ethics of doing what we do. And
Hmm.
in the end, I told her to go and jog on and to leave me alone. And I said, I actually do this job and I'm known worldwide. And she still come back and said to me, and why are you speaking to me like that?
Because
Straight away, it's a computer generated, that's why. Because if you think about it, what she came back with had nothing to do with the initial conversation. And that's the
that's
other
true.
thing to look out for, guys. Because they will do like digital programs that you'll type a word, but will be in their keywords to send a reply back.
Another thing to watch out for is that most of these people are coming from other countries and they don't know the culture, your
No,
culture.
no,
They
no.
know words to attract lonely people, vulnerable
Yes.
people,
Yeah.
but they don't understand your culture. And you have to recognize that you don't understand the culture of someone coming from a foreign country to you.
Yeah. I had a reading to do, and this is where it comes in handy, the digital.
Hmm.
Um, the lady was from a culture I knew nothing about. And I did say to her when she booked her reading, I said, please forgive me, but do you mind if I research your culture so that I can understand more about the way you would do things? Because we do things totally different.
Hmm.
And she actually said, I'd appreciate you doing that because you would understand the way we do things as well.
Right.
Yes, we readers, but cultures don't always show through to us, guys.
You have to understand that we would see a symbol of something and it would mean something different in our culture than it might
Yeah,
mean in your culture. And
yeah,
so for us to explain to you, hey, this is what's happening, is we be using terms or experiences that are in our culture.
yeah, yeah.
The spirit guides come to us to give us messages, and they have to do it in a way that we would understand it.
And then we have to translate to verbal words that a client understands.
Correct.
So we are digital. But
Well, part of what we want to get at is to help people kind of detox themselves a little bit
yeah,
because
yeah,
the human communication with each other is very important. And it's something that we want to take into the future. It's not to
yes,
say that we want to eliminate the digital communication. We want to actually help people be more responsible with
yeah,
digital
yeah.
communication and connections. You're never going to get 100% of the people to do anything,
No,
but
no.
to help you, the individual, decide whether or not you need to take a few steps back from the social media platforms that you're on or being connected to your cell phone 100% of the time, if that's actually valuable for you. If you
Yeah,
are a lonely individual, if you are a loner, many of us need our me time and
yes, yeah,
recognize that actually all of us need our me time.
yeah, yeah. And the one thing I'm going to say, guys, is if you start getting friendly with other people through the digital world and they're in a different country, don't be afraid to ask for photos.
And try to get as much in-depth information as you possibly can. Because I guarantee you that they are getting as much in-depth information from you as they possibly
without
can.
knowing it. Yeah. When I do a video reading, by law, and Mia will back me up with this, by law, you have to be 18 to have a reading.
Yeah.
On any platform, to have a full-on reading, you have to be 18. If I'm doing a video call to do a reading with somebody, I always ask for their date of birth. If they look younger than that, I always ask them for ID, because even clients are clever.
Yes,
Joe
that's
Bloggs down the
true.
street have split up with his wife and he's met somebody else. Joe Bloggs' wife could pretend to be his new girlfriend.
Yes.
So if they look young, I will say, can you show me any ID, please? Because it's about safeguarding you guys and ourselves.
It is extremely important that you use safeguards in the digital world, because this is how we have had so many situations with child pornography, very illegal crimes being committed.
Yeah.
And it's on the rise because it's easier to use a fake image, a new persona, become a different person through the digital world.
And one thing I do to safeguard myself is when the client shows me their ID, I will hold my hands in view of the screen so that I say she because most of them are she, so that she can see I'm not screenshotting anything of her ID.
Right.
So safeguarding myself there.
You know, those things are really important. And I can't stress to people enough that if you find yourself overwhelmed with digital communications, if you find yourself constantly on social media, and you find that it's becoming difficult for you to determine what's fake and what's real, take some time to disconnect.
Definitely.
And I'm not telling you to end your digital profiles or things like that, but maybe set aside 2 hours out of the day where you are doing something other than on your phone, on your computer, or something like that. I know that I use social media to keep in contact with my family in the other country, but I am not, and they are not on the phone with me 10 hours out of a day. We have a set time. We speak for maybe an hour a week. And that works well for me. If there's an emergency, they know they can contact me. But I don't have to be in social media following their every move. And that is a sign to you, if you are following someone's every move, that you need to disconnect.
And
for
I got a
your
question.
own peace of mind.
When you go to the hairdressers or when you go and have your nails done, do you sit in that chair with your phone? I don't. My phone will stay in my bag until I am ready to check it. And I find it really rude and ignorant that you're sat there having somebody else work damn hard on you and all you can be bothered to do is use your phone.
Yeah. No. That's disrespectful as well.
Yeah,
because you are asking someone to pay attention to you and you're not paying attention to them.
yeah,
And this is just a common courtesy that we have to
yeah,
get back to. We have
yeah,
to start paying attention to the things that are going on around us. And it's very difficult to do that when you're on your phone, focused on everything that could be real or could
yeah,
not be real. Imagine that you are shopping online and you are missing out on the actual event of going in the store
yeah,
and feeling the texture of the clothes, deciding whether or not this is going to look good on you,
yeah.
trying it on, all of those things. You are removing yourself from society when you become so connected to the digital world. And like I
Can I
said,
add?
nobody's telling you to totally disconnect,
Yeah. And just
but
to
give
add
yourself a
something
break.
else, guys, we all complain that there's no shops in town, town is dying, all the shops are closing. We are the reason why. Because
We
we'll sit on our phone and place an order rather than get off our lazy bums and go and have a look ourselves. So when you look at it that way, we've only got ourselves to blame for that.
And while we are coming to a close on this topic, I want to say if you feel like you need a tea time or a coffee time where with a friend, we're available.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to feel like you can sit alone in your home, in your room, and play coffee time on your phone with someone you don't know. You want to have a genuine conversation? Let's have a
Yeah.
genuine conversation.
And guys, I'll be chugging, as I always do when I'm live, because when I speak, I get a real dry throat. So Mia's used to me chugging away. Mia even says to me, go and make a coffee and then come back to me. You know?
So we are looking forward to hearing from you. And please take the time to send us a message, comment on this
Definitely.
video, like and subscribe. We really
Yes.
do like to have you subscribe. It helps us grow on the platform, and we want to reach as many people as we possibly can.
And we will get back to TikTok more as well. It's just Mia decided to sail halfway around the world. She forgot about us little people. Sat here working.
Never, never.
You wouldn't be saying
All
that, guys, if you seen our extravagant photos.
right. Shh. Thank you all so much.
Speak to you all soon.
All right.